Okay, so last night, which is this new Keira Knightley film, which there were very, very few screenings, and it hasn't been received well generally. It played at the Tribeca Film Festival and didn't get very good reviews. Their story is Keira Knightley and Sam Worthington. Sam Worthington, who's the lead actor out of Avatar and Clash of the Titans, they are a fairly newly married couple. They go out for an evening to a dinner do, and she sees him looking at Eva Mendes in a way that suggests to her that there's something between them. They go back home. She says, "You never told me that your workmate was so glamorous. You went off on a works thing with her a while ago, and you're about to go off on a works thing with her tomorrow. Is there something going on?" Sam Worthington says, "Of course not. Of course there isn't anything going on. How could you possibly think such a thing?" But he then has to go off on his work with the woman that she thinks he may be having a ding-dong with. What do you know? On her night, on her own, an old French boyfriend turns up. Here's a clip.
Well, shall I act it out?
Yeah, go on.
Which role do you want me to play?
I'll be Keira. You be Guillaume Canet. You be the French boyfriend. Oh, you be Keira, okay? Go on.
Hello.
Hello, how are you doing? I am just in from France. I'm feeling a little bit flirtatious. I have not seen you for quite a long time, but you look marvellous.
Yeah, I'm kind of not interested because you're so outrageously French.
No, but I got a beard. Your other man did not have a beard. I have a baguette here. I have a bicycle and some
I've heard that your mother smelt of elderberries, so I'm really not interested. Hey,
okay,
stop that now because here it is. Oh.
She's pretty.
Who?
You never mentioned that.
Laura?
Yeah, Laura. I think you described her as whatever.
I don't remember.
I bet. You didn't tell me that she was in LA with you.
She wasn't in LA with me, we were just there at the same time.
Michael, face me. You didn't tell me anything about her before tonight, but then I think you know that.
What's that supposed to mean?
What did you think would happen tonight? I mean, seriously, did you think that I just wouldn't notice?
Why would I think anything about you noticing her?
You are a terrible liar.
Maybe because I don't lie.
She likes you and you like her. Of course you don't want to talk to me about it.
Where's this come from?
My eyes, Michael. She was the only one you talked to all night.
How many glasses of wine did you have tonight, Joe?
2 and too few sips. Is that really your response?
Yeah, more than that.
Can I just say, how many glasses of wine did Simon Mayo have so that when that clip, he threw...
I knocked my cola drink.
You knocked your cola drink. You're
down the hole in the studio.
All over the electronic equipment. So if we go off air, we know who to blame. I think the last time that happened was Mark Goodyear on Radio.
Just been mopping up.
Okay, so essentially what you have is intercut, a separated couple. Sam Worthington is off with Eva Mendes on their works do. She is there with Guillaume Canet, who is the old French boyfriend. And you cut between the two couples. And what happens with them is that they are both clearly attracted to the other person, but they are both married to each other. And it's a will they, won't they, do they, don't they... very, very local drama. So it owes a lot of debts to many things. On one hand, you have the whole kind of before sunrise, before sunset thing that it's a certain amount of time that everything's going to play out in. Memories are going to be raised, little issues. Are they going to kiss? Are they not going to kiss? It also reminded me to some extent of that Helena Bonham Carter film, Conversations with Other Women, which she made a few years ago, which nobody went to see. This has taken very, very little money in America, and it's unlikely to take much more money here. And it has got some very, very poor reviews. In Time Out, I see it had a 1-star review from Tom Huddleston. Here's what I have to say about it. It's written and
midfielder, Tom Huddleston.
He is, yes. He also sidelines as a...
That's great.
I know, he's great. It's so multi-talented. It's written and directed by Massi Tajidon, who wrote The Jacket. And I remember reviewing The Jacket when it came out, which was directed by John Mabry, which she was in with Adrian Brody. And I thought it was a very interesting film. And I thought that in that film, Keira Knightley was trying to do something that may be slightly beyond her reach, but she was trying to do something interesting. Sam Worthington obviously has been in the Avatar movies. Keira Knightley's been in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. I was no fan of either of those. And in both of them, I didn't think that either of them were particularly good actors. And what's happened in these is that both of them are clearly going, look, we can act. As you know, Keira Knightley's been on stage quite a lot recently. And over the last few years, I have warmed her enormously. Actually, in this, she's pretty good. She does a very good, brittle performance of somebody who, on the one hand, at the beginning of it, doesn't trust their husband. Should we trust him? Shouldn't we? I mean, Sam Worthington, how trustworthy can he possibly be? He's off with Eva Mendes, and of doing a very good job of reining in the potential annoyance of the situation, which is that the French guy turns up and is incredibly French all over the place, and everyone says they're an author, everyone says they're writing books, which is the great sort of sort of shorthand in movies now for intense, but you don't actually have to see any work. What are you doing? I'm writing a book, therefore I have lots of time to go to the park to go and have coffee and to go and do all that sort of stuff. And there is also the problem, if you look at a movie like Closer, which is comparable in that, you know, 4 people, none of them I like, they all have social situations that really, really annoy me, and they're overprivileged, but they're still whinging and moaning and whining. This is far less annoying. Now, if you saw it, and I mean this in a good way, if you saw this on a plane with no expectation of it whatsoever, it's a very Miramaxy film. It is a Miramax production anyway. It's a very Miramaxy film. It's sort of upmarket and sort of a little bit this and a little bit art house, but a little bit mainstream, and all the edges taken of it, and a little bit of a piano score in the background, and every now and then people say things that are a little bit clunky, but I did actually quite like it. I thought that Keira Knightley was doing a very good low-key job of being brittle and difficult and strange and a little bit out of sorts, and it didn't quite do everything you expected it to do, although it pretty much ticked all the boxes. So whilst it is nothing to write home about, good for her, good to see her working again with the writer of The Jacket. And you know what? She really is shaping up as a pretty decent actress.
Hello to Mark Kermode. Hello to Simon Mayo from your biggest fan, your number one fan. It's Jason Isaacs here. And congratulations on 10 years of quite stunning entertainment, even when I have no interest in the films you're talking about. And I completely disagree with everything you're saying, and choking back the guffaws at how badly you're mispronouncing people's names, Mark. You transcend what you're doing, and I know that you have millions of fans all over the world who probably don't even speak English. That's the truth, but we just like hearing your voices. So keep doing what you're doing. And I would now sing Happy Birthday to you, but I'm aware that the copyright is held by 2 old ladies in the Midwest, and it would bankrupt the BBC. But I will continue to listen, wherever I am, whatever the hell I'm doing, whether or not you say hello. Crack on.